It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Bengals and the Browns, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season. We've got a compelling one in store here as either the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all-division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups really count. And typically they mean something, not a lot of coasting as people head towards the playoffs. But I do have to ask, January 7th, is it too late to say it? We're kind of right on the borderline, aren't we, about Happy New Year? Because that always seems to be the subject of debate.
McPherson has this one teed up, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. Let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Off of play action, it's Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Racing to the end zone. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of the Njoku. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in a win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Browns. Its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Watson. Here's Chubb. Back-to-back catches for him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Back to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at the 42-yard line.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And now the rookie screen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll be 28 yards on the ground.
To say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel center, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about it. Nelson hit it on the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Cleveland offense. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Burrow on first down. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back in the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They give it to Brown. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. You look at this Browns defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, that'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even farther. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Watson now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. DJ Reader able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. 10-0 the score after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 41-yard punt, but just about 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. Here we go. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. What would you do best? Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead right away. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Play action. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Connecting on the outright here with Higgins. The Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Brown is in. Touchdown Bengals. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
Well, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And again, it's Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Chubb will get the call running left. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
First down, Cleveland.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that's a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one, costing about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they would generate. They're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time with a Cincinnati first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Mixon will try the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns 25-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide for Mixon. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. This is Brown going up the middle. And he will have the first down before it's tackled at the 12. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again, it's Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now it's Watson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So, hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But you know, we always talk about how coaches say, we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They build their teams to win their division first, because if you do that, you guarantee that first game at home. Yeah, if you get the #1 seed in a bye, that's terrific. But bottom line, get into the playoffs. There are a heck of a lot of teams watching that wish they were in this spot.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And down to the 20 he'll go before running out of bounds. 47 yards now on the ground by just 7 carries. They got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
It's a loss of 2.
On second down, here's Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they'll take this in the end zone for Bengals in the lead. Chase Brown, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup brings us 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay game.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He won't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this line. That's some leadership right there.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
11 Thomas.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
12.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's in. Touchdown. Chase Brown taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Chubb. It's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get on. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, it's Watson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave it, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, passed it to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
12, 11 empty, Kate. 11 empty.
Another run for Brown on second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Here's throw. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Brown. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here.
And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And quickly they get to the line.
11.
the 29-yard
11.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us. And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the deep.
And they'll take this into the end zone for Bengals in the lead. Chase Brown, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for second place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Browns set to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Watson.
And that's another thing that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Jones on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Mixon running right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And the Browns getting set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something we're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, so you're right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him no time. Now he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Watson. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out on the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
And a short gain there as they'll get it up only to about the 24. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
3rd down, here's Brown.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
11 Thomas.
No gain on the play.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he won't get there. They'll stop him a few yards short of the line of the game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement